The greatest reward for a job well done. Personal fulfillment. Michael, satisfaction. Donna, God's approval. Gary, repeat business, customer loyalty. The greatest reward for a job well done is another job. So client referrals, repeat business, that's the goal. Jacqueline and I were in Denver 2 weeks ago, and we went to a session where the CEO of a company called Barnhart Crane was speaking. Now, he bought the company from his dad in 1985, and it was doing, I think it was $2.5 million or $5 million when he bought it from his dad. That company today is doing $475 million a year in revenue. That's pretty good growth, $5 million to $475 million. And he said, what's the critical component? He said, the greatest reward for a job well done is another job. And that struck me because I feel like sometimes we are so focused on just hitting goal and getting to the revenue number that we don't often consider how we're making the customer feel. And it takes me back to that critical component of a person will always remember, they'll rarely remember what you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel. So are we selling in a way, are we serving our customers in a way that makes them feel like they are valued and that they are important? And are we doing it in a way that they will not only tell they had a great experience and refer people to us, but will they come back and buy again? And then I looked at it and I said, okay, well then what's the greatest reward for a sale well done? Another sale. So as you guys look at your book of business, and we all have clients, the question I would have is, how many of your sales today are from people you sold last month, 6 months ago, a year ago? And I'm thinking of funding, how many clients come back and buy loans a second time? How many people put money in our funds a second time? BDCs, how many people buy a keychain from us and then another thing and then another thing and then another thing? Kogo, how many of your clients are repeat borrowers? And what are we doing to encourage repeat business from our customers? Are we sending them thank you cards post-closing? After the sale is consummated and completed, are they getting anything from us just to say thank you? Now, I'm not going to go through this, you need to do the following steps, all right? I just want to put it in your head and get you guys thinking along those lines. What am I doing in the midst of this sales presentation or this sales process that will encourage the customer to want to do business with me again? Customer satisfaction surveys, okay? We as a company don't force those. These are something, however, that you could mandate in your own sales process. If you wanted to make that happen, you can get with your manager and say, hey, you know what? I'd like to send my clients a customer survey at the end of my transaction with them to see how I did. Now, accounting. Your customers predominantly are vendors, those that are providing services to us, as well as internal people. HR, your clients are employees. Are employees referring people to our company? That says we're doing a great job from an HR perspective. So there is no position within this organization that is immune to these truths. Are we doing a good job to the degree that people want to refer us, recommend us, suggest that we do business with us, and come back and do it again and again and again? The other point that he made, he said the greatest blessing we have is the ability to get up and go to work. The greatest blessing we have. Now, when was the last time you thought about work as a blessing? This morning. I love that brown noser answer. That's fabulous. But really, we should be thinking now, I don't know if it was Jessica's deal or Michael's deal. We were in a meeting on our acquisition side the other day, and we have a client that's in foreclosure. I think he's going to auction this Friday. Is this the guy I'm thinking of? That got sick and couldn't work? Something happened that he couldn't work. And so he's losing his house to foreclosure sale this Friday. He's got $250,000 in equity in this house. Why is he losing it? Because he couldn't work. Now, we wake up every morning, you guys, and we either feel great or we don't feel great. And it really dictates the rest of our day, and we begrudgingly go to the office. I want to encourage you to change your perspective and your mentality about work, because it is by far the greatest blessing we have, because through work, we get fulfillment individually, corporately, we get to serve people, we get to be a blessing in other people's lives. That's huge. But more than that, we get to come and generate an income for ourselves, for our families, that allow us to afford things, houses, apartments, cars, vacations. Work really is a blessing. So do we come to work thinking, man, I'm so excited I get to go to work today? Because if you don't, I would encourage you to change your perspective.